Are your clients looking for more flexibility in their estate or retirement planning? I know mine are.
Absolutely. So, Troy, you hit upon a great theme today because when I meet with clients, a lot of times it gets very product focused very quickly, and a client kind of looks through the lens of what their situation is right now. So during their working years, maybe they're accumulating assets and they're contributing to their plan, but they never kind of get past the hurdle of one day I'm going to flip that script and now I'm not going to be contributing anymore. And now I'm going to want to take distribution. Tell us how we could maybe add some financial products. Specifically, I think you're going to talk about an index universal life plan that could solve that problem.
Sure. A lot of people will, for example, a young 20-year-old will need an IUL, but they may not be able to invest a lot monthly because they don't have a good job yet. So maybe $100, $200 a month is all they can afford. But with the flexibility of an IUL, they can change that premium later, add to it. And you were talking about, distributions on retirement. Well, we can set up that with an IUL or with whole life. But the good thing with permanent is that you can also take loans out on the policy. So in the event of life's crisis or when life happens and you need some money, you can draw out on that money and use that to fit your needs.
So, one of the things I think you hit on, Troy, that's very important is money's great for retirement, but a 20 or 30-year-old has a hard time seeing 30, 40 years down the road, right? Wouldn't it be nice to create a financial tool where they can use their money today, which, by the way, is when it's going to be worth the most? We can buy the most hamburgers for $10 a day versus 30 years from now. Would you agree?
100%, yes.
Okay. And we would also like to have a conduit or a vehicle where we could put money in, we could get money out when we need it, borrow from ourselves, not pay interest to a bank, maybe. Okay. And then be able to put the money back if we want to as well. So things like assets under management, annuities, they're kind of one-way vehicles. Would you agree, Troy, that index universal life and even a properly structured whole life insurance policy that has maybe paid up additions rider and term riders on it can create that flexibility of where we put our money on a two-way street instead?
A two-way street is much better because you want to have access to your money. You don't want to just give it to the government or to 401k as an example and have your money locked up to your 59 and a half. You want to be able to have that when you're living and be able to use it to your advantage.
Okay. So let's talk about another thing, Troy. Let's add on that just a little bit, which is let's talk about some of the other benefits you get along the way, not just the cash accumulation and the interest generation and the growth on our money, but tell us what some of the other benefits of an index universal life policy might be, and what the client gets along the way with the other things we just spoke about.
Well, market protection from upside or downside. So you're going to save your money. You're not going to lose your money. Unlike a 401k, if the stock market crashes, which it could in the next couple of years, you won't lose any money. And the same thing on the whole life side. You won't lose any money. Your money is protected within that policy.
How about some of the, the death benefit, the living benefits,
Oh,
and
yeah.
all those kinds of things as well?
So along with that, with the IUL and the whole life, you have all three living benefits. You have critical, chronicle, and terminal, which you can use while you are living when you need it the most. And it provides that extra benefit and peace of mind for the client.
Okay. And then what about those clients, Troy, that they're going to save the money and they're going to buy term insurance and then their policy is expired before they have? Do we fix that problem as well?
We do. And a lot of times, if I was going to ask you, Paul, would you like something temporary or would you like it more permanent? Most people are going to want something that's permanent, that's lasting, that's solid, that's not going to go anywhere. You don't want something temporary that's going to disappear tomorrow.
So, and then overall, in the long haul, we can spend less on our permanent policies and get all of our money back in our own lifetime versus all the lost opportunity costs on the premiums that went into term insurance and only to have the policy expire before we do. Would you agree?
Yeah, you need to invest into yourself.
Exactly. So folks, if you want to know more, reach out to Troy and I here at Gordon Marketing. We head up the life insurance department. We can answer any questions that you might have. These concepts sound intriguing, or you have a client in mind that you want to know more about what we could help them with. Give us a call. We'd love to talk to you soon. We'd love to help you get more comfortable with having these conversations with your clients and put a few more bucks in your pocket along the way.